Incarcerated people need a place to live like everybody else, and they need housing with support services. But what kind of support services really depends on what levels of brokenness and healing they brought with them into the incarcerated situation and what they bring from that situation. So it might be mental health needs, certainly socialization and social support, might be support with harm reduction issues in their lives or substance use treatment, those kind of things, or HIV, TB treatment, hepatitis C treatment. Putting people in scatter site apartments in the community is very helpful in terms of normalization, and people integrate with other people in the community, but it helps to cluster some of those apartments so people know that they can walk 2 blocks and visit a friend.
We have a saying about private hospitality, and you guys don't really like this. The saying is that private hospitality is like a biblical cord. They won't let you go. They won't cut you loose. That's the bottom line. They don't cut you loose. All right? They look out for their people. They look out for their people. You know what I'm saying? If the people want it, they gotta want it. 2 things. I wanted it. I got tired. Both. They go hand in hand.
Every consumer that comes to our program starts at the supervised setting. We get to know the consumer, know the areas of focus that needs to be with the individual person. For some, it's money management. For some, it's daily living skills. For some, it's medication compliance. For some, it's dealing with crisis. So at that point, we kind of learn, we get to know the individual. So therefore, we develop a service plan for the individual, identifying his goals, his objectives, and interventions, and what we call action plans in terms of how to work with the individual.
You know, and it's amazing, the basic things, just basic things, the boundaries that they come up against when they're trying to access services, like having an ID and how to go about getting an ID, having a social security card and how to go about having that. You know, even just how to talk to people when you go into these facilities, and how to make things happen. And a lot of our women don't know how to do that, you know. And for some of our women, they've never had an ID. Some of our women have never had a social security card.
We enable them to do better by way of offering them a treatment and a housing and an employment opportunity. And we do that, and I think it's a very carefully laid out kind of way that they know about, and they know where they need to go and what they need to do to get there. Now the big thing I feel that I have to, or our executive team or our board, we have to try to put the resources out there that they can apply to. So we have to have something out there that they can go to, a bed, where they can put their head in a pillow and say, okay, now where? And then we can show them where they need to go and what they need to do to continue in a positive lifestyle.
I was released from prison in '93. And I think I was so interested in Father's program because he covered so many different things. Not only the housing, but he also offered job training and treatment for my alcoholism, along with the housing and educational opportunities. No one wants to get out of prison and get on welfare. Nobody wants to get out of prison and struggle on $5 an hour minimum wage. So that's why recidivism is so high. I haven't gotten rich, but spiritually I have. You know what I mean? I never thought I would be able to accomplish things I did. You know what I mean?